If diets actually worked, you wouldn't still be stuck. Here's the real problem. What's up, guys? Hey, listen, welcome to the video. My name is Kyle Settles, and hey, listen, if you're new to me, I've been in the fitness industry for over a decade. I've helped thousands of people just like you lose weight and keep it off forever. But at one point in my life, I was 100 pounds overweight, okay? I was lost, I struggled, I was addicted to alcohol, to drugs, you name it, but I completely turned it around, okay? And in this video, I want to talk about why 95% of diets fail. Well, listen, here's what's going on. Number one is always going to come back to mindset, okay? Listen, guys, there's three things that I focus on, okay? Now, before I get started, if you guys are looking to join a community, okay, down below in the description, you guys can join my free school. Listen, we meet twice a week, completely free. You can ask questions. You can be in a community of like-minded people. I'm telling you right now, go ahead, join now while it's free. Price will be going up very soon. I promise you it'll change your life. But number one is gonna always be mindset, guys. 95% of doing anything is always gonna be mindset, okay? Whether it be losing weight, whether it be making more money, it's always mindset. 95% mindset, 5% strategy. The strategy is actually simple, and this brings me to number two. Number two is just skill sets, guys. Okay, and skill sets, okay, when it comes to losing weight is understanding what? Let's go through a few things. Macros, okay? Macros are just calories, okay? But we gotta understand macros just like you understand money. You spend money every single day, but you also eat every single day, okay? And you're spending calories. Right now you're spending calories without actually having any awareness around like how many calories you need, how much protein you should take. Are you trying to lose weight, maintain? Are you trying to put on muscle? Like, what is your goal? And listen, this is where skill sets is everything, right? If you're unaware of macros, if you're unaware of calories, you're less likely to get to where you want to go, okay? So number one, mindset. 95% is mindset, right? What you are focusing on, right? Positive, negative, what are you plugged into? Number two, skill sets. You gotta learn the ABCs. You gotta learn the basics, guys. How many calories do you need? How much protein should you be taking in, right? Are you paying attention to the food labels, right? Looking at the serving size. Have you ever used a food scale? Do you even know how much energy you are consuming on a daily, weekly, monthly average basis, okay? This is very important. And a lot of people get stuck here, right? Because this is where repetition comes in, okay? Repetition of tracking your food, repetition of weighing your food, repetition of being mindful, okay? And this is where most people get stuck because we're stuck in our own way, right? Because everything that we do is unconscious, right? We're on autopilot. We're not even thinking about it. But when we go to do something new, when we go to track calories, or we go to weigh our food, or we go to get outside of the box, it's so uncomfortable, okay? And that uncomfortable feeling is going against your belief system. It's going against your paradigm, and then we give up. We start making excuses. We start saying we don't have enough time, blah, 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 and then we quit, okay? But you've got to go through the repetition so that you can get better at shooting a basketball, so that you can get better at riding a bike, so that you can get better at whatever it is that is new to you. But if you want to get from point A to point B, guys, you got to go through the process. It's inevitable, okay? And the best way to go through the process is with a coach or a community where you can plug in a couple times a week, even once a week, but you can be around new people, like-minded people that are on the path, on the journey, that want the same as you, right? They're trying to become better versions of themselves. And right now, your environment is probably not helping you get there. So you gotta plug in. And listen, guys, join my school. Again, go down below in the description. Join it. It's completely free right now. It will be going up soon, okay? I'll see you inside. But listen, guys, skill sets is everything, okay? And it's very simple. If you go to my school, I have a roadmap course. Everything you need to know about macros, how to figure out your protein, your calories, alcohol, every question, how much water, how to track, all that good stuff, everything that you need to know, okay? And listen, guys, you got to go through the process. You can't skip it. And if you do skip it, you're going to be just like those people on The Biggest Loser, right? Where they're running, they're trying to outrun their fork, they're starving themselves, they're losing all this weight, and then if you just watch that documentary on Netflix, they all gained it back, okay? Because they didn't learn anything. They didn't change their mindset. They didn't gain any skill sets. And then number three is habits, okay? Habits are what? Habits are just beliefs, guys. Beliefs that just keep repeating themselves over and over and over without you being aware of it. It's unconscious. Habits are unconscious. You don't have to think about it. So we have to create new habits. What's the best way to create a new habit, guys? Think about whenever you went to work for the first time, where you're like, oh, dude, whoa, I don't know what to do. You got to create a what? You got to create a SOP, a to-do list. Hey, step 1. Hey, step 2. Hey, step 3. Listen, guys, keeping it simple, I always say, hey, just start tracking your calories. Start tracking your steps, right? If you've watched any of my videos, if you're new to me, again, go check out my channel. I've got a lot of information for you. And I break it down simple. Again, I remember when I was 100 pounds overweight, like I was always trying to find the easy way out. I would go to LA Fitness or whatever box gym, and I would just like work out hard, and then I would go double my calories. I would go eat some junk food because I would pat myself on the back. I thought I earned it. I just didn't know. I was unaware. But again, I was always looking for the easy way out. You got to create a to-do list, okay? Get up in the morning, go for a walk, right? Track your steps per day. Track your protein. Track your calories, okay? Track your water, okay? Keep it simple. There's 4 things that you can track right there that are very, very easy, okay? But you've got to set triggers, right? Triggers, alerts on your watch, alerts on your phone, a to-do list on your refrigerator, in your car, by your bed, on the mirror, whatever, by your toothbrush, right? If we're going to build new habits, you've got to have trigger points that are triggering you throughout the day to actually do what you want to do. Because if you don't have triggers, then you're going to go back into autopilot where you're unconscious of what you're doing in the first place. And remember, you are one big habit. Your life is one big habit, and you don't like the result. Your habits are giving you the result in your life. So we got to change the habits, okay? And it starts with mindset. But we got to understand mindset. It's not just motivation, guys. And I'll make a whole nother video on motivation, but listen, motivation is temporary, okay? You've got to be disciplined, right? You've got to be able to give yourself a command and follow through with it. Whether it's raining outside or whether it's sunny outside, you've got to be committed, not just interested. You've got to I like to say, you got to get obsessed. You got to get obsessed. But a lot of people don't like that word. It triggers them. Okay, well, then let's get really interested. Let's make you a priority. Make you a priority. And if you make you a priority, right, you're going to do certain things. But if you're just interested, right, in eating healthy or eating, within your budget or tracking your protein or tracking your calories, some simple things that we have applications on our phone that is so simple and so easy to do, we're just not doing it because we're unaware, okay? We're unaware of our mindset. We're unaware of how the machine works, right? Our body is just a machine, this physical avatar. The mind is controlling everything. And most people are focused on what they don't want, the way they don't want to feel, and they keep attracting all of the bad things and all of the negative, and they keep feeling like shit every single day. It's because we weren't taught who we are and what we are and how we work. But yet we're trying to change all of the results. And then when we do change just a little bit, we go right back to where we were. It's because we don't understand the most important thing in the world. The most important thing in the world is you, okay? So listen, mindset, 95% mindset, 5% strategy. It's not hard, but it's doing the things that you're not doing right now because you're unaware, right? So it's not that you don't know what to do. In most cases, most people know that they should go work out consistently. Most people know that they should, eat protein and track their calories or follow something simple that's repeatable and be consistent. They just don't know why they're not doing it. And they're not doing it because of the mindset, guys. And then the skill set through repetition, plugging in through the community, right? Let's talk about macros. Let's talk about the different strategies because every strategy works. Whether it's carnivore, whether it's keto, whether it's Atkins, whether it's whatever, it doesn't matter what it is, guys. It all works as long as you're in a caloric deficit, you're getting enough protein, it's sustainable, it's realistic, you can do this for a lifetime, right? And you're learning the fundamentals, you're building a foundation, right? A foundation, rock solid foundation so that you can build upon it. Most people don't have a foundation. I didn't whenever I first started years ago. but I'm trying to speed up time for you, right? If you're a person that's struggling, listen, I get it. You want to lose weight, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, maybe like I did one time. You're like, fuck, what do I do? You know what to do, you just don't know why you're not doing it, so you're just like struggling. And next thing you know, you keep flipping through channels, YouTube, social media, comparing yourself, and it's just a disaster. Guys, join the community, join the school, talk to me, get live with me, ask questions, right? Become a part of a different thing. And again, last thing, guys, habits. Remember, you are nothing but one big habit. Who are we becoming, right? We got to start to get aligned with who we are becoming and start acting like we already have it now. See, this is huge, right? A lot of people think that like they're just going to lose weight and then start eating healthy or start eating within their budget or eating, the right amount of protein or whatever. Listen, guys, there's no good and bad food. There's quality food, there's processed food. Shit, okay? It's just like money, right? There's no good money, there's no bad money, okay? It's just how you spend it, okay? But listen, guys, these 3 things will change your life, but we need to dive deeper into them, right? We need to dive deeper into them. You need to ask questions. You need to get emotionally involved, right? Because I get it. Right now, you're probably plugged into an environment or you're around, a circle of friends or a group of people that aren't, maybe motivating you or aren't whatever, you know what I'm saying. Like it's just not an environment where you can grow. So you've got to plug into a different environment, new people, new information, so that you can start to take action, right? You got to learn, but you got to take action, right? But remember, the root cause is always going to be mindset, skill sets. We just got to learn the skills through repetition and then habits, right? But if we can change our mindset and if we can start to understand the basics and the fundamentals and build a foundation, guys, we actually can start to build habits, right? I see a lot of people going backwards. They're trying to build the habits first. It's like, well, okay, we can build a habit, right? We can, drink X amount of water per day or do this per day, eat off a sheet of paper every single day. But if we're not understanding, right? If we're not having the mindset, the understanding from doing the skills, right? And learning the basics and the fundamentals, 95% of the time, those habits are going to go away. You're going to go back to your old programming because you don't have any awareness. You don't have any actual understanding. And this is what happens, guys, right? People are starting from the bottom. We got to start from the top, right? Mindset, skill set, habits. Next thing you know, you become a new you. You attract new people into your life, new circumstances, and you become the best version of yourself. And that's what this channel is all about, right? Fit within. Settles Group, fit within. Okay, whatever is going on in the inside, your outside, your body is a direct reflection of what's going on inside. Your mind controls the body, right? So, hey, listen, if you're a person struggling to lose weight and you want to lose weight and you want to keep it off forever, right? And you want to eat the food that you actually enjoy, right? And you want to eat carbohydrates and you want to not starve yourself and you want to be able to go on vacation and weddings and not have to do all these stupid things. Join the school. Down below, hit the link. I promise you, it will change your life, okay? Listen, comment down below, what are you struggling with, right? Specifically, what are you struggling with? Don't be shy, right? What is it that you're struggling with? What beliefs are you holding on to that are holding you back, that are keeping you stuck, that are keeping you in the same place, okay? Comment down below, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.